Hi everybody, I'm really excited to be here today with Jim Fruchterman, founder of Tech Matters. Jim and I have been talking for over a year now about really interesting things in what's happening in language technology and technology in general. And he's just written and published a book, which I'm sure he's going to tell us a little bit about. But first, Jim, what do you think is interesting these days?
Well, I spend a lot of my time tracking exciting applications of technology for social change.
Sure, yeah.
And a lot about getting technology to the 90% of humanity that Silicon Valley doesn't care about is about getting language right?
Yeah.
So I started in disability, so a lot of this is around, getting books in all these languages, getting the education curriculum, getting voice synthesis to work.
Yeah.
And now, of course, we're trying to get LLMs and chatbots that actually work in your language so that hopefully the good stuff that these things make possible reach you, even though your language is not one of the main ones in your country or wherever.
Yeah. And why do you think that's interesting?
I really like clever tech interventions that solve a social problem.
Right. Okay.
And so I'll give you an example, right?
Yeah.
So I judged a social business plan competition at Stanford, not Said Oxford, but and one of the students who was an immigrant to the U.S. said that she had an idea, which was she was going to use language technology to solve educational attainment.
Great.
Not by building another ed tech startup,
Yay.
but by saying, turns out that if parents get more engaged with their kids' education, kids' performance goes up, their attendance goes up.
Right.
Surprise. And so what she did is she started a set of language things where the teacher speaks English, and in one of our school districts, the kids' parents speak any one of 60 languages.
Right.
And so how do you actually get the teacher and the parent to communicate? So what it does is they would text back to, and they would talk about, why is Jose not in school?
Right.
Or did you know that? So, and they've done amazing things for increasing attendance of immigrant kids and better educational outcomes.
Right. Super
and it
interesting.
all turned on better language technology. And they took advantage of Google.
Sure.
But Google Translate off the shelf doesn't really work that well in this application. So they tuned it up so these applications are happening everywhere. I talked to someone from Senegal.
But do you talk about all this stuff in your book?
Oh, I talk about talking points, the HEJ. I talk about that one in my book. So yes. And in the book I also talk about the patterns of how to solve these problems, but it's all through the lens of what does this community actually need? And the odds the community doesn't need something in their mother tongue are low. And so how do you actually do that right? And just it's human-centered design, and language is one of the key elements of that.
Super interesting. I really enjoyed reading your book. Thank you so much.
Yay, language technology!
And that's what's interesting.